Guys, today is a very exciting day. Because I just found out that the Canon R5 should be shipped out today. But for now, I gotta play the waiting game because I gotta wait for a text message to come from the post office for me to go pick up the package. Oh shoot, did it just come? Look at that. I just got a message from the post office. Lähetyksesi on ohjattu lähimpään vapaana olevan noutopisteeseen. Lähetys J. Raila Pro Shop. That was finished for you, saying your package has just arrived and you go pick it up from your local post office. Woo! This is exciting. The R5 is gonna be finally in my hands. I don't know the last time I've waited so long for something, and I'm so excited about this. What are we waiting for? It's time to go. Wait here one moment. I'm just gonna get the R5. False alarm. Wrong package. Just kidding. It definitely is the R5. Let's get home quickly, open up this bad boy, and check out the R5. This is the official unboxing. That's right. It's time to unbox the R5. This has probably been the one piece of gear that I've actually been waiting for a really long time, because most of the time I don't get that excited about gear. And I know at this point a lot of you guys are saying, oh man, why did you get the R5, the overheating, the wobbling? Yes, they might cause some problems, but still this is a fantastic camera, and I really don't think it's actually gonna impact my workflow too much. So let's open the box. Here it is, the EOS R5 plus 128 gigabyte memory card. I've never bought a memory card so big, but I figured it's gonna fill up very quickly. Okay, enough about memory cards, Teppo. Just open the dang camera. You wanna see the unboxing. We got the manuals, the cords. Who needs that stuff? Battery, that I do need. Charger, very important. I actually just sold my 5D Mark III and my 6D Mark II, and I realized that I sent both of my existing chargers with the new owner, so I didn't have a charger anymore for the Canon camera. So thank you so much, R5. And here it is, guys, the Canon EOS R5. It's a little bit bigger feeling than the EOS R, but not much. Still, your hand grips on very nicely. We got the LCD flip screen. They've also brought back this button, which is very nice if you want to use AI Servo for the photographers. I always set this to AI Servo. So for example, when I'm shooting weddings and the bride's walking down the aisle, just hold this down, and then when you push it off, it turns off, because you don't want to leave AI Servo on all day long. Another great feature for photographers, the joystick is back. This is something that I really missed on the EOS R, but on the R5, the joystick is back. It's interesting because up till this point, everyone's only been talking about the video features of this camera, but there's a lot of photography features as well that I want to dive into and check it out. But here it is, and it's time to go and test out this camera in the real world situation. There's one thing to talk about specs, but there's another thing to test out a camera and see how it actually works for you. So I'm gonna go put the battery to charge, set it all up, and then go do some shooting. Hey guys, what's up? We just came to Hell Lake National Park. That's right, in Finnish it's Helvetin järvi kansallispuisto. Very long name, I know. But this is a pretty iconic moment because this is me vlogging and shooting with the Canon R5. First time ever. We're gonna go hiking with my friend Janne, get some epic B-roll, and then we're gonna set up camp and just enjoy the night by the bonfire. But I'm still waiting because my friend Janne is taking a poop right now in the outhouse, so looks like I'm just gonna wait here in the forest for him. Hopefully no bears come anytime soon. You never know here in Finland. Hey Janne!
Gross.
Hey guys, this is Janne.
Hi.
Meet Janne. How was your number 2?
It was very, how could I say?
Disgusting?
Yep.
0 to 10, how was the cleanliness in there?
0.
All right. He was brave enough to check out the outhouse. I was not. I just took a pee in the forest. But it's time to go do our hike and enjoy some nature. "30 minutes down, getting a bit sweaty. Who would have thought that in Finland, summertime, it's actually hot enough to get sweaty. But look where we're heading to. Helvetin kolu. That means like hell's hole. I don't know if I want to head there, but I guess we just gotta go. All right, off to hell's hole we go. Guys, after 1.5 hours of hiking, we have finally arrived to Hell Lake. Check this out, it literally looks like hell. Or does it look like heaven? Check this out. Woo! Doesn't get better than that. It's crazy to think that this place is literally like an 1.5 hour drive from where I live, but it's one of those things that it's always leaving that's hard, but when you leave your house and go out and explore, it's always enjoyable. And the best part is that we're actually gonna tent out the night down by the lake. And so that means that tonight we're gonna have a bonfire, have a little nice swim. We've got Pepsi Max, hot dogs waiting for us. So, you know, for myself, always having a nice reward at the end of the hike is always a win. So the reward going up is seeing the view, but the reward going down, it's food, because I love food and I love eating. But now it's time to throw the drone up in the air and get some epic aerial shots of this area. Hey guys, I just literally got back from camping. Man, we had such a good time. We were hiking, enjoying the views. We had beautiful weather. After a nice 10-kilometer hike, we rewarded ourselves with nice gourmet hot dogs by the bonfire, some nice Coke to drink with some chocolate that just topped it all off. And after dinner, we did a midnight swim in the lake with the sun just, you know, setting in the horizon. It was a beautiful 24 hours outdoors. And it's funny how often it can be so hard to leave, but once you do leave home and you go out and adventure, you're always so thankful that you did. So just want to say thank you, Janne, for joining me on this adventure. We had such a good time. So enough about camping. First thoughts about the Canon R5. Now, if I'm brutally honest, when I heard about the specs of the R5 and when it came out for pre-order, I clicked that button in a moment and I bought it because I felt like this is the camera for me. This is finally the camera that I'm gonna be able to shoot both photo and video and get everything that I need in order to shoot weddings, in order to make travel films, travel photography, YouTube content. And then a few days go by and all of a sudden, all these videos about overheating and the wobbles and all this stuff. And if I'm honest, I really started thinking like, dang, did I make a mistake? And I started to regret my decision. I started to regret buying the Canon R5. But then after one day of filming yesterday, 24 hours of, you know, being outside filming and testing out the R5, all those regrets faded away because I had such a good time filming with the Canon R5. In the whole day of filming, I didn't have any overheating issues. Not one time. I was filming all the vlog footage at 4K 24 frames per second and all the epic B-roll at 4K 120 frames per second. I didn't test yet the 8K because I just felt like I didn't need it right now. but no overheating issues. And to be honest, I don't know, is it just because here in Finland it's not that hot? Yesterday was probably 20 degrees Celsius, so not super hot, but not cold either. I don't know if it's because of the weather that I didn't face any overheating issues, or is it because of the style of shooting that I have, where I only film usually 5 to 10 seconds in burst mode here and there of epic B-roll and then vlogging. But whatever it is, I didn't get any overheating, so that is a good sign for me because that was a huge concern of mine. Second thing with the wobbles, I decided that when I'm gonna vlog, I'm just gonna stick to the image stabilization on the 1535 lens. So I just turned off IBIS whenever I was vlogging and then turned on IBIS back on when I would be filming the epic B-roll. So far, everything has been working really well with the Canon R5, and the footage, it looks good. I mean, I enjoyed the Canon EOS R, but there was always a part of me that felt like, man, this 1080 is just not cutting it, you know? It didn't look so sharp, the footage wasn't so high quality, but with the R5, already the 4K 24 frames per second looked really good, and having 4K 120 frames per second with no crop, autofocus works, it was nice to film some 4K 124 frames per second. It was smooth, buttery looking cinematic footage. So all in all, I have really enjoyed so far shooting with the R5. Not to mention just the image quality, but just how the camera feels in your hand and just the practicality of the buttons. For example, in the R5, you have 3 dials. You have one on your index finger, one on your thumb that you can then use. So I had one dial for shutter, one dial for aperture, and one dial for ISO, which was really quick and easy when it came to adjusting the exposure while I was filming. So there's a lot of small things that I really like that have been added into the R5. Even something small like when you put a mic into the jack. Before with the EOS R, you couldn't really flip the LCD screen easily. You'd have to kind of like move it around to get in the right spot. But now the mic and the LCD screen fit perfectly. And yeah, it's just been really enjoyable to shoot with the R5. Now, mind you, I only have been shooting just a few days with the camera, so still I haven't done any intense tests or comparisons. But I really wanted to create this video just to, you know, go out and film and as well just share my first thoughts with the Canon R5, because I think a lot of people have already written off the R5 because of overheating issues and they're not even giving the camera a chance. So I've given the camera a chance and I'm enjoying it, and I think I'm going to keep enjoying it. Editing the photos and video footage from the R5 has been a bit of a different story, and I guess that's a problem that you're going to face always when you get a new camera. For example, Adobe Lightroom Classic, you can't just import the photos. You need to first use a DNG converter and switch them from the CR3 to DNG, and then you can edit them in Lightroom Classic. And I've also heard a lot of problems with Premiere. I've only been editing now just the 4K 24 and 120 frames per second, and my MacBook Pro is not really keeping up, so I'm having to render a lot of the footage. I am going to have to try out proxies because I've heard that using proxies really speeds up the editing process, so I'm going to use that next time. But let's just say editing has been a bit of a pain in the butt. Even right now, as I'm filming these talking headshots, the footage is rendering right now just so I can edit it better. Another challenge I'm facing right now is just file sizes. I'm not used to filming in 4K and having just such huge file sizes. Even just one day of filming, just a few hours of vlogging and filming epic B-roll, I think I got like 90 gigabytes of footage. So definitely I'm gonna have to invest in a lot more storage, and that's gonna mean more cashola. But hey, you gotta pay the price for getting high quality footage. You know, it can't be always perfect. And also, it's just going to take time to figure out the right workflow when it comes to editing and using the Canon R5. But I do want to share those thoughts because I don't want you guys to feel like everything's just all rosy. Definitely have faced a lot of bumps and challenges when it comes to adjusting a new camera. But hey, that's always when you're learning a new camera, learning a new system, new workflow. But all in all, the footage is looking really good and no overheating issues, so I am very happy about that. So like I said, today's video is more of just a fun vlog and just to show off test footage with the Canon R5. Next week, I'm going to try to do more tests and comparisons, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with the latest videos. Alright guys, have a great day.